Yeah, what up? It's the kid Shawn, JJM Entertainment, North Me South Empire, and you are tuned in to NMS Radio. Yeah, you see me on the cover. I got Creek on my left and Fifth on my right. Hey, yo, NMS, let's go.
You are tuned into NMS Radio. Introducing the support for the best pop and R&B. Here we go.
New York City. From the South Bronx, New York, born and raised. Spent a little time in Rayford, North Carolina, Bucktown, Hope County. Small town, but New York is where I'm from. Like I said, I spent a little time down there, that's all. I don't know. I can't really explain. Like it's like any normal kid out of New York, you know what I'm saying? I play basketball, play ball on the court, you know what I mean? I ain't really get into rap that much, but I used to listen to it all the time, you know what I mean? I always was fly. I used to always be fly, you know what I mean? So I was always fly, like regardless. You can ask anybody about me. But more than anything, I guess me moving down south, like early, like 99 I moved down there. We moved down to Rayford, Hope County. And I went to school down there, and it was like, okay, it was a culture shock, you know what I mean? A lot of people like, oh, where you from, and who is he? Like, oh, he's from New York, you know? So a lot of people call me New York down there. A lot of people call me NY, J, whatever. But I was down there to rap all the time, like battle cats beginning of school. And like after school, I used to battle cats all the time. And I never lost no battles, like never. But, you know, and on the court, I came from New York, so I came down south, and it was a lot different. Man, I was busting them cats' ass down south, you know what I'm saying? Crossover and everything and all of that. But it's memories, you know what I'm saying? It's old stuff. Everybody said I was good at it. So it was like between the battling and the rapping and everything and the freestyling, I would come up with stuff quick. I wasn't really no writer all the time. I used to always come up with stuff like off the top of the head, you know what I mean? And that was one thing I learned when you battling. You never really go home and write a battle about nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever you battling, you gotta come up with something right then. You know what I mean? Like you gotta get it in right then. You're not trying to lose and go home. So you trying, you know what I mean? You gotta kick something that's gonna be like, wow, like he's nice, yo. So battling got me right, and then it got me a lot of exposure. And then everybody was like, you know what I'm saying, yo, you nice, maybe you should do tracks. I started doing tracks, and it wasn't all that, so I had to work on it, you know what I'm saying? But I think more or less, like my brother Concrete, and 4/5, they held me down a lot. And of course, Big Al, Cheddar, you know what I mean, aka Prince, and my man Q Dog with JJM, like they all held me down for a long time. Like, yo, they started seeing me develop as an artist and was like, yo, you need to take this serious, like, you know, I think you should do this. So I became to get serious with it and do what I had to do, and now you see me to this day, I'm Jay Shawn. Oh no, my plans, no lie, I was always taught and raised that if you start doing something, you better finish it, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. So my plans are to take over. That might sound crazy, a lot of people just want to get money out of it for like one or two shows or something, or want to get hood famous. My plan is total domination. I'm trying to take over, like take over completely. And I want to do it and do it big, but not just do it big, I want to do it right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats don't do it. You one song, one hit wonder, and they gone. I'm not trying to do that. So, and yeah, like I said, I was raised like that. Even with video games, it's like, yo, we'll buy you another video game if you beat this one. You know what I mean? I was spoiled a little bit, like they say, but I had to beat all my video games to get new ones. You know what I mean? So it's part of life. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do something, make sure you finish it if you start it. A lot of rappers, they say that, you know what I mean? And I'll be honest with you, like, with me, it's more of a, I know you have a lot of people heard this before, even Will Smith said it in, what's that movie, In the Pursuit of Happiness. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, get up, go out there on your own and do it. So a lot of my music is very motivational, you know what I'm saying? If you listen to it closely, I'll make funny songs about, you know what I'm saying, ugly girls or whatever, and I won't say ugly, well, not good looking for my standards, or females being a little big or laughing at other rappers or whatever, but it's only jokes, you know what I'm saying? And it's actually motivational. Because, I mean, there's a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying, that say they do this and they do that. Everything I do is strictly legit, it's real, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of true stories behind my rhymes if you listen to them, behind my songs. But more than anything, it's motivational, you know what I'm saying? You can go out there and do it, you can be whatever you want to be, you can do whatever you want to do. Everything here on this earth is meant for you to have. It just depends on how far you're going to go to try to get it. You know what I mean? Rumors. I heard, I got a bunch of artists under me, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, I heard things like, oh, Jay Shawn is only about himself, like, I don't know, I didn't really hear that many. You heard some? Because I haven't really heard that many. Let me see, I heard, yeah, Jay Shawn is selfish, he's only about himself, he don't care about nobody else. I can't understand that, but either way, that's not true. Every person I meet in life, I try to help them out, like, especially when it comes to, like, music. If you come to me and tell me you do music, or somebody tell me that you're nice and you do this, but you don't have that following, like, you don't have the direction that you're trying to go, I'm not saying I'm going to try to sign you, but I'm definitely going to try to point you in the right direction and get you right, because a lot of people didn't really point me in the right direction. I didn't take a lot of ideas from other people, but I just know it's common sense. If you want people to like you, you got to put your music out, you know what I'm saying? So I helped a lot of my artists out with that. A lot of people I'm working with now, they're not completely my artists, like I didn't sign them or anything like that, but I do work with them, trying to point them in the right direction. So as far as me being selfish or all about myself, I can't even like, what do you call it? I can't even like understand that. I wouldn't even do it. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen. Try again. Started my whole career. Good question. Where was we at? I was in New York. We started doing stuff, but I mainly started down south with this cat. I'm not even gonna say his name because I don't want to make him famous, but I started with this one cat. He picked me up and he kind of like put me down south on his record label. I didn't really get a lot done. I featured on a couple artists, you know, mixtapes and albums down there, but I didn't really get my own project done, which is cool. So then I left. I took a little job over there in England, in London, and I met up with 4/5. Now, throughout school, me and Concrete, we was killing cats in battles and everything. Then I went to England and met up with 4/5. 4/5 is from Augusta, Georgia. And then me and him was doing stuff out there with music and everything, pause. So I would say probably between New York and Rayford, North Carolina is where I started this. And then I built up the North Me South Entertainment, or Empire. We started the idea in England, you know what I mean? In London, trying to see what we want to do with it and build it up into a big establishment. Did better. I mean, they had 30 tracks on there. They had 30 records on there on an 80-minute CD. The playing time on the CD is 79 minutes and 57 seconds. The only thing I wish I would have did better is probably made it a double CD so I could get like 60 or 70 songs. I like to give the consumer, the customer, like what they pay for, you know what I mean? And the thing is, a lot of the mixtapes were free, you know what I mean? So I just want to give y'all good music. I mean, inspiring music, you know what I mean? I just wish I could have got some more of my artists on there, because some artists didn't make it on that CD because they were grinding, but they wasn't grinding as hard as I was, or I just met them like right before the deadline of that CD, so I wish I could have gave some more people exposure. But as far as that project, everybody was in love with that project, and I got part 2 dropping probably in a couple of months, you know what I mean? Probably like 2 months or so. So as far as doing better, like I said, probably get some more artists on there, and probably made it a double CD so I can give y'all more music. You know what I mean? That's a good question. A lot of people ask that. We had Akon on there. We had Akon. We had what's her name? Carrie Hilson. Yeah, Bobby Valentino was on there. We had Cassie and Ryan Leslie. What it is I got a manager. His name is Big Al, boss. He worked for Soul Diggers Incorporation. Soul Diggers is a production company that's in New York that makes beats for everybody, right? But Al did whatever he did. He made the phone calls and he did whatever. He got the tracks through the emails. He sent it back to me. And when I got them, most of the tracks just had the hooks in it already. So all I had to do was just go ahead and throw my verse on there to make it an official remix, you know what I mean? So that's what happened with that. It was basically through my manager. He made all the phone calls and the connects and all of that. I just got the records, recorded them, mixed it down. It's legit, do it on the mixtape, you know what I mean? I think I'm gonna try to take over Japan next. Japan is definitely on my list. I just talked to one of my road managers and he told me that would be a good look for me to go to Japan. So we're working on that right now. Right now, I've been touring throughout Europe. I'm on a European tour. I've been doing that for I don't know how long. I've been back and forth from the States, chill for a month or two, then I'm back over in Italy, as you see now. Then I go to France, then I go to Germany, then I go to Spain. Africa is also on my list next. So I'm just trying to go everywhere, you know what I mean? After Japan, I think I'm gonna try to go out of space somewhere, like galactical, you know what I mean? Or in the universe somewhere. I hear Mars is liking me a lot. I got a lot of fan base out in Saturn. Some cats is watching me out in the moon. So shout out to Brick, because Brick goes out of space all the time. T-Brick, if y'all haven't heard of T-Brick, y'all missing out. But T-Brick is one of my young artists. He's the next best up and coming. But he goes out of space all the time, so we got fan base out there. You already know. I'll be honest with you. I do curse in a lot of my music. You know what I mean? I don't talk about too much crazy stuff. But I do curse, say a little bit of sexual content, a little bit. But I keep it real. I keep it 100. I'll try to get them while they like 13, 14. Because regardless, the parents is gonna stop the kids from listening to the music they don't need to listen to, or they don't want their kids to listen to. You know what I mean? Like to me, it's all about the parents. And then they be like, they don't have any parents. What if they have no parents? They got a guardian. They got somebody. You know what I'm saying? And if the kid don't listen to the parents or the guardians, then you need to beat the kid ass. You know what I'm saying? Like whip his ass or whatever it is. But I try to get them young because the motivational music that I do have in there. I want them to catch it early as saying, oh look, I can do this or I can be this. Not, oh, I want to be Jay Shawn, but oh, you know what I'm saying? If they wanted to tour the world like I'm doing now, or they wanted to have money or whatever, just because you have money on me, you gotta buy change. You don't gotta buy change and a whole bunch of jewelry and none of that shit. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You can just take your money and save it and get your family right. I'm making money right now, but I'm saving money for my family, for their home and everything like that. So it ain't about this flashy stuff. This is just for show, for the fans, you know what I'm saying? That's all this is. It ain't nothing serious like that at all. So more than anything, I just try to catch them early so I can let them know, look, it's very, I try to motivate them, you know what I mean? Very early in the game. Early.
You're now tuned into
NMS Radio.
I'll be honest with you, all of them. You know what I'm saying? All of them. Because they're actually where I would like to be. You know what I mean? And they're in a position where I would like to be as far as making good music and having a lot of fans and people listening to them. There's not really a particular one that I would be like, oh, okay, yeah, I want this particular artist to rap with. You know what I mean? But it just be like, all of them I want to work with. I gotta mention one, because he doesn't get really a lot of, he's not out there like everybody else is, you know what I mean? I like Common a lot, you know what I'm saying? Me and Cassidy is cool. I like 50, Fat Joe from the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, of course. I like Wayne new stuff, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really on Wayne old stuff, but Wayne new stuff is popping. Remy Martin, Shauna. I mean, I don't even want to name, Talib Kweli. I can name a whole list of them, but there's a lot of them. There's not really a lot of rappers, T.I., all of them, like Jeezy, Ludacris. There's a lot of rappers. If I sit here and name some and miss some names, like I'm like, well, he didn't name this one. But there's a lot of rappers. Almost everybody I would like to work with. If they got a good heart and they got a good mind, and especially the music got to be in their soul, I works with them, man. I work with anybody. If I can get money with you, I work with you. If I can't get money with you, fuck you. That's how I see it. If we can't make history on good music, fuck you. I gotta thank my mom. You know what I'm saying? She been there, she pushed me out. I gotta thank my mom. Rest in peace. She's up there looking down, but she helped me out. And my grandfather especially, you know what I mean? My grandmother, oh man, my grandmother did too much. She did more than a regular grandmother's supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? And that was her job. That wasn't really her job, you know what I mean? Grandma's supposed to be a grandma, but this grandma did more than you can imagine, you know what I mean? But they actually, between all them three, they actually showed me life on different aspects and different angles, on what this could happen, or how this could work, or what you can do about this, you know what I mean? So they always was always there. Then after my mom passed, like I said, my mom, my grandmother, my grandfather, they've been on it, like, you know what I mean? They like clockwork. So between them, yeah, and then Big Al, JJM, the whole JJM. My man Titter, rest in peace, he's up there watching down. Everybody know him as Prince, you know what I mean? From the hood. Big Al and Q Dogs. That's the whole JJM right there. But more than anything, I think it's just the hood and the streets. I gotta thank the hood, I gotta thank the streets, the ghetto, whatever. Even around the world, they inspire me. And more than anything, my whole NMS Entertainment, NMS Empire, the whole company, foundation, artists, workers, assistants, secretaries, managers, they all hold me down. Everybody's very supportive with each other. So it's not like we got problems within the label and this artist and this artist. We don't have that. Like, everybody's very supportive on what we got going on. So I would just say it's my immediate circle, you know what I mean? People that I work with, my DJs, all of that, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, it's been a long trip, but as you can see, I'm still pushing, you know what I mean? Nah, I don't want to shout out nobody. Because if I miss somebody, then, you know what I'm saying, they're going to be, oh, you didn't say my name. Yo, son, you forgot my name. I'm gonna say shout out to everybody that fucks with me, you know what I'm saying? If you fucks with me, I'll fuck with you. Y'all know who y'all are, because, you know what I'm saying? The whole JJM, shout out to my grandmother, my grandfather, Mom Dukes, Titter, I see you up there, the whole NMS. That's it, man. I mean, everybody that, if you met me in life, and I had a small impact on you, or a large impact on you, whatever, we did tracks together, even though we might have had arguments and we might have fallen out, you know what I'm saying? Even all of that, I still mess with you, you know what I'm saying? So it don't even matter, I just be like, man, I don't want to shout out to the wrong person, you know what I'm saying? I'm just inspired by the streets, man. I think about, like, lately, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let me get my mind right. Lately, I've been thinking about a lot of cats making the same type of music, right? So if everybody making the same type of music, how is that gonna, like, build you up for success? You know what I'm saying? So there's no way that's gonna build you up for success at all. So when I write, which I don't, I write it all in my head, I just go in the booth and do it. I think about making different type of music, or better concept, you know what I'm saying? So if I get a better concept or a better understanding on the deal, then I know what I'm doing. I go in there and knock out the track, bomb, it's good, you know what I mean? The beat talk to me, I talk back to the beat. The next one is NMS Radio Part 2, and that's called Money Music. And then the next one after that is called The Beginning to the End / The End to the Beginning. It's kind of crazy, you know what I mean? So, but it shows you a growing state, you know what I mean? From where I came from, on what's about to happen, you know what I'm saying? So, and what I was doing, what's no more gonna happen, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a rebirth type of thing, but not really, you know what I mean? Same person, I just opened up my mindset to think about better concepts and songs and understanding the purpose of music and what your fans like to listen to, you know what I mean? I want to buy big homes all over the world. I'm talking about like 30, 40 4-room mansions. Yeah, not really though. You know, I'm gonna get my family right. My family's gonna be good. But around the world, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm talking about everywhere. Just help people out that didn't have anything, you know what I mean? Seriously, like, 'cause I really didn't have much growing up, but I had enough, but not a lot, you know what I mean? But I want to help everybody else out around the world. I want to throw parties in those big mansions. Not no crazy drunk parties, but just have motivational speakers come there and speak about what they're doing and just give back to the people, you know what I mean? On those homes, people can come stay for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm talking about people that don't have anything, not just people that got stuff. But yeah, throw dinners in there, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to do it big and do it right, you know what I mean? But I basically want to give back to people who don't have anything or don't have much. And I think people appreciate that more. Nah, just be on the lookout. JJM Takeover, North Me South Empire. All my artists are killing the streets right now. I'm killing the streets. And be lookout for more tours and updates and shows. I mean, I'm trying to do what I can do, you know what I mean? So.
Just make it easy to ball like testicles, I'm on my A game, baby. See, splurging is nothing. I merged from thugging, swerving in excursions on buttons and stunting. I know you noticed on the first day and how I laced you on your birthday. See, sometimes I work late, but baby, understand that it's grind time. How else you think?
NMS, we out. If you're gonna do something, make sure you finish it if you start it.